Hotel Transylvania, Transformania, just released on Amazon Prime. So today I'll be ranking all 4 Hotel Transylvania movies, tier list style. Starting the list, let's go with the first Hotel Transylvania film, and that's going to go in the decent tier because I don't think it's a bad movie, but I don't really think it's a good movie either. The animation is consistently pretty good in these films, but granted, this one does have the worst animation because it is the earliest film, so technology has really improved over time, which made the later films have better animation. The cast is pretty good here. I think that Adam Sandler does a good job portraying Dracula, except for Selena Gomez isn't the greatest as Mavis. She wasn't really an actress before this, and she was just a singer, so I know why she wasn't very good in this film, but at least she wasn't horrible like I honestly thought she was going to be. I honestly think the plot of this film is pretty good for a family film, and it's really fun for what it is, and I think that the film is actually kind of good, but I don't think it's good enough to go in the good tier. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10 because I don't love it at all, but it's a harmless piece of family entertainment that I think anyone can have a fun time with, or at least just enjoy it. The next film we have on the list is Hotel Transylvania 2, and that's going to go in the decent tier as well, but I'm going to put it above the first. There we go. The only reason this one is above the first one is just because, one, the animation improved a little bit, and this one is actually a really funny movie. When I watched this a couple years ago for the first time after I started my channel, I actually thought it was a really funny movie, and I thought that Keegan-Michael Key playing the mummy did a great job replacing CeeLo Green. It's fun seeing the guy that directed Spaceballs and Young Frankenstein playing Dracula's dad in this film. I forget his name, but he was really good in this, and I thought that he had some pretty funny jokes. Another thing that makes this one better than the original is just because it's shorter and it's more straightforward, and I really like the plot in this one, having Mavis and Johnny have a baby, and then they're trying to see if he's a monster or not. That was just a really cool concept for this franchise, but once again, it's not good. I just think it's a decent movie, but again, it will be like a 6 out of 10, or maybe even a 6.5. Next on the list is Hotel Transylvania 3, and this one actually used to be my favorite of the entire franchise, but now I'm gonna put it on the bad tier. I used to love it the most because it had good animation. I loved the colors, and the colors are still awesome in this. They're really vibrant, and seeing all the monsters go to Atlantis was kind of cool, but taking it away from the hotel setting just made it less, I can't think of the word, but enjoyable. This one just isn't funny at all, too, and of course, when I was younger, I thought that it was hilarious because, oh, fart jokes, poop jokes, so funny, but now it's just the most immature Hotel Transylvania film, even though it's the one I've watched the most. The villain is absolutely horrible, and the dance party sort of ending is something that I hated. They tried to make it have, like, this epic ending, but I just didn't like it at all. And instead of saying blah blah blah, Dracula kept saying gibberish because he liked this one girl, and it was just not funny at all. And even though I used to like this film, now I kind of hate it, and I think I would give it like a 4 out of 10. Then the last film, the newest film, is Hotel Transylvania, Transformania, and I'm gonna put this on the bad tier, but it'll go why will this never work? But I'm going to put it above Hotel Transylvania 3. The animation here is the best in the franchises, but something about taking out Adam Sandler and Kevin James, Paul Blart himself, it just made it less of an enjoyable film. Now granted, Brian Hull did a pretty good job replacing Adam Sandler, but without him, it just didn't feel the same. This one also seems super childish, and the plot was kind of interesting, but I don't really like how they portrayed it at all. Having Johnny and Dracula go to this jungle searching for this hidden thing to make them go back to a human or go back to a monster just didn't feel right for the concept that they chose. And I especially didn't like at the end when Johnny turned into like a huge monster thing that was trying to hurt the other people. I just don't think that made sense, and all of the emotions at the end just felt tacked on. So I didn't like this film at all, but I think it was better than the trailers made it look. I was really worried when this was supposed to go in theaters on like October 1st, but then it just never went to theaters, and Sony didn't even say anything. And then like a couple days later, they said it was going to go to Amazon Prime on January 8th, and I just thought that it was going to be a horrible movie if Sony didn't even have hope into giving it into the theater, and they just threw it on Amazon Prime. But honestly, it wasn't horrible, it wasn't awful, as it's not an awful tier, but it's not a good film either, and I don't think I'm ever gonna watch it again. But that is my tier list of the Hotel Transylvania films. In number 1, I have Hotel Transylvania 2. In second place, I have the original Hotel Transylvania. In third place, I have Hotel Transylvania Transformania. And in last place, I have Hotel Transylvania 3, or Summer Vacation. It has multiple different titles. Thanks for watching this video. I wasn't even planning on making this video, and I honestly forgot to make it, but it seemed like it would be a short and sweet video, so I decided to make it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your ranking of the Hotel Transylvania films down in the comment section. But with all that said, stay tuned and subscribe to Cinema Ranks.